It's Week 17 of the NFL, and we'll see this team's veteran running back. He'll be a focal point of his offense this week. This should be a good one to watch, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one...
Savor them while you can, football fans. Just 2 weeks left in our regular season as we get underway in Week 17. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out comes their offense for its first possession of the game. And they'll be led out by the longtime veteran at QB.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he gains ground to the 33 before being stopped. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Shotgun now on 3rd down. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. So here comes their offense for its opening drive. And we'll take a glance at their 7th-year QB.
You know, Kate, sometimes they say great quarterbacks are like great point guards. And much like we measure point guards in basketball with the assist-to-turnover ratio, and you love a 3-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio that will win you ball games, same with quarterbacking. 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and a big old win last week.
On 1st down, they'll run. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. They kick the running back in motion. Back now, pressure on its way. Finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll give him a 1st down. He'll throw it yet again. Short pass brought in. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. They'll need 4 to convert now after no gain on second down. They'll try and throw it here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. This one from an even 40 yards out. Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Now we're on the counter. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. But we all know getting the interception is the important thing, Brock. But how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with the receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. But same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure. But instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
Point after up and good from Bates. And his guys go up 10-zip here in the first.
Our home team, nothing.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Now outruns their offense to take over. And Brock, these guys are still searching. They are still searching for their first points, but beyond that, they don't even have a first down yet.
Not even one?
No, they're still searching. I know. They bring the pressure. Down he goes. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Whatever could go wrong for him so far certainly has. And so many times when we see a QB throw an interception early, it just starts to get in your head. That little seed of doubt, that little thought that you got to flush of, oh, what's going to happen next? Because then you hold the ball, and you hold the ball in this league, and you get sacked.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Just 1 yard. Could have used considerably more. That's going to bring up third and very long. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The visitors and their running back about to get back to work. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Back to throw now. Chased out to his... And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
You could put that sack right into the coverage sack category. You can see the quarterback, he's scanning, right? He's going through his progressions. 1, 2, 3, nobody's open. And then bam, sack lunch.
On now comes their punter. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Takes it in at the 26. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And they're going to take over possession. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Looking to the air here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
That's the end of one here on New Year's Eve. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return with more NFL action right after this. Welcome back. We're all set to start the second. Offense already out to resume its drive. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll get this forward, and he's stopped at the 37. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 37. Completed over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Completed to his running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. A give now from the gun. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused, and they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. A very short kick here from the right hash. The 12-year vet strikes true. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And with just 2 games to play, he's sitting atop the league in touchdown receptions this season. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And it'll be their football. Throwing now on 1st down. That one's complete over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. They're now set for 1st and 10. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
At the 42-yard line.
Plowing up the middle. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Throw left side, complete. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. It's the 2-minute warning here in the 1st half.
At the 31-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 31. Finds his man over the middle. And he's going to be touched down a yard shy of that marker. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're throwing it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a pickup of 11. And that gives them the first. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, here we go. Second down. Running back sent in motion. Trying again, following the sack. Hits him on the out route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Cut near the goal line. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Throwing now, needing a first. On the move, headed right. And they take this in for the score. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down, and that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And these guys tie things 10-10. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. He fields it from the 8. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. This offense getting to take the field one more time in the half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. To the air now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Hits him on the in route. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he takes this inside the red zone to the 15 before going out. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. While New Year's parties get set up nationwide this afternoon, we're closer to ringing in the holiday ourselves. That's halftime here on New Year's Eve. Now we'll toss things to Jonathan Coachman in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Well, the teams are ready, the fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Sims now on the return. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The visitors ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And he's kept up the pace all season long, to the point, look, he's in the top 5 across the NFL in passing. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Throwing now, off play action. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Handoff now from the gun. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8. He's going to throw this one. Hauled in left side. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they've got a long field ahead of them to begin this drive. They'll come out throwing. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Woo! I am not sure how we didn't see a safety right there. Oh my gosh, I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building, because that QB kept going back and back and was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Here's a give, fullback headed up the gut. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Couple yards there on 2nd down, and now a long ways to go on 3rd. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And that hit stops him in his tracks. They mark him short there, and the run gains nothing. It's 4th down.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Gets this one away from a tough spot, backed up inside the end zone. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. And that punt reaches 50 yards. And they're going to be set up in great position to begin their drive. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 1st down. Right up the gut. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Bates' kick is up and good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Throwing from the gun. He's going to push one deep down the... They connect on the deep shot. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Slot man in motion right. 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's got a man left. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Hits his running back. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
It is caught left side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
From the 22 on 2nd. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
Back out runs their offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Here's the handoff. And he's dropped at the 37 after pushing this forward a bit. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up. From the 37. Ooh, and the rush is too much. He's taken down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. They'll throw on 1st. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
The give now out of the shotgun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they shoot the pass to try and bring up 3rd and short via a little more conservative ground call, but it backfired. You know, the defense, they'll look for keys up front. And they fired off the line knowing a run was coming. And boy, they busted it before it could get back to the line.
So as the clock winds down to a new year, we wind down to our final quarter. That's the end of 3. It's still just a 1-score game as we resume play in the 4th. familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. He had all the distance and just enough accuracy to send it through. And that'll make it a two-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The home teams are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And there's a couple of moments we're seeing here that I think he's not going to want to be reminded of after this game. Turnovers have just interrupted his performance in this one. Made it really tough for him and this team to get into and stay in any kind of rhythm. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Fits it through the middle. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
To throw here on 1st down. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
That throw finds Johnston. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So out now comes the punter. And they could really use a good one here. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. It's scored as a 51-yard punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 27.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Completed over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. That one hits for 30. And they'll have 1st down.
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 40. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down. They'll run here from the gun. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. This time it's a passing play. Hall there to haul it in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6.
Brings up 3rd down.
They'll throw it. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Throwing now, needing a first. He finds him beyond the marker. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Here's the one back on the handoff. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 2nd down now, 7 to go. He tosses right to the short side. Pickup of a few as he heads out of bounds. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. Throwing now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. We've reached the 2-minute warning. These guys getting closer to their 13th win of the season. So now, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try him left side. And he runs it across. Touchdown! These guys could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Oh, and he's got a man open. Complete! Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their offense running back out now. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. Hits him on the in route. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. Completed here to Johnston. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. From the 47. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
Throwing now. That's going to fall incomplete. Either way, he was breaking it up. Couldn't hang on to the pick, so hits the ground, brings up fourth down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And they get to him and haul him down. What a play, forcing the sack, and that should just about put a bow on this one.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Their offense ready to take the field now. First and 10 from the 41. Now a give running right. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down. Timeout taken by the defense. They're second. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Hand off to the back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The defense takes its third and final timeout. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Off the play fake, he's gonna throw. That's complete to Jackson. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll give them a first down. Victory formation here. Looks like they're gonna take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee and let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So something to be proud of, Brock, as they come away with a win. And with this being their 5th consecutive victory, Brock, it's easy to argue they've been the best team in football over the last month. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. A nice showing here from our winners as we say thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.